Hey everybody, welcome to Liberty and EDC. I'm your host, Daniel Norman, and we're here with George Turnboo, who's running for District 2 Supervisor here in Dorado County. Hey, George.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. I'm glad you invited me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it very much.
Of course, yeah, thank you so much for coming on. So tell us, a little bit, who are you just personally? Who's George?
Well, our family's settled here in the early 1800s. I'm 8th generation in Dorado County. I've owned my business at the corner in El Dorado for over 47 years. I'm a pastor at the El Dorado Community Church in downtown El Dorado. Well, actually, it's up on the hill.
Oh, uh-huh.
And so I've lived here a long, long time. I care about the people in this county. I love the people in this county. And I care about what things are going on, and I've always fought for the people here in this county as being as a citizen. You know, I think there's a lot of things and a lot of issues and stuff, and I think that I will be good for this county. I really believe that, especially knowing the history, because history is very important, and if we lose our history, it's gone, and we can't bring it back. So anyway, I've got a lot of knowledge about the county, especially being here for so many generations and stuff. So I'm 8th generation anyway.
So you're running for the District 2 Supervisor. So what does a supervisor do for our county? Well,
basically it's balancing the budget. Budget issues is the biggest thing, and stuff. Also making sure all the departments are running efficiently, and a lot of it is land use.
And now, what do you see your position as, doing that? Like, what do you think is like most important or stuff that, you see could be improved right now?
Well, I think roads are a big issue right now. Our public roads are just terrible and stuff. And I would like to see when we do the budget every year that we take money and put it aside to fix our roads. Right now, $0 is going into any road repair at all. And there's money set aside for these future projects and stuff that's set there. Let's take that money and use it to fix our roads. Also, public safety is a big thing. These horrific fires that's been going on in California. We need to clean our easements. And 90% of the fires all started in our easements. You're talking about PG&E and, that their lines run through our easement on our roads. So it needs to be maintained because, and make sure that we have an adequate plan for people that can get out safely, but also if there is a big fire, that the first responders can respond to the people that might be trapped or whatever. So we've got to clean our easements. The overgrowth is just terrible is what's happened. And I want to also bring new jobs and new technology and new ideas to El Dorado County. I would like to see a mill come back to our county, logging come back to our county. And forest management is a big critical thing right now. There's no forest management going on at all. It's just too much overgrowth is what it is. We need to maintain it, but also I want to bring a cogen plant to our county that will burn this dead debris in our easements, but also in our forest that produce electricity for our county, especially when we're having a lot of problems with PG&E right now. And there's a lot of different ideas that I could bring to the table because I think outside the box is what I do.
So with that cogen plant, that'll help us be separate from PG&E, or how would that work?
Well, it could coincide with PG&E because we could get credits and stuff, for that. Not only that, if you do this kind of stuff, we can get carbon credits, and that's actually we can get the carbon credits can use it as for more grant money being able to come to our county. But here's the thing. Fire insurance is a big thing too, and you know that everybody's losing their fire insurance.
Yeah.
I lost mine 5 times. And I got a company now, but I'm paying high rates. And it's wrong for what these people are paying. And the thing is I would like to see, being self-insured. We could do that. There's a lot of corporations are self-insured. Why can't we follow the state of California's plan, but at a cheaper price? You figure we got 196,000 parcels. At $1,000 per parcel, look at the savings. And not only that, it would bring $196 million per year to this county. I know a lot of them doesn't want to be involved in the government, but there's a lot of people that are on that state program right now because they cannot find insurance. And the thing is some of these fire stations.
What's the name of that state program again?
Oh, I can't remember it right now. But anyway.
Yeah, I can't think of what it is either.
Yeah, anyway, the thing is there's a lot of fire stations right now that are unmanned. And if we have manned fire stations, get enough money to revenue to be able to support these fire stations, it would lower our insurance costs too at the same time. Because I know we've got one out there where I live on Sand Ridge Road, and it's unmanned. It's just too bad. Because then the fire insurance is high in that area. But if we had a manned fire station, it would make a difference to lower our insurance costs for our county.
Yeah. So now, why do you think our current board hasn't taken care of cleaning up all this extra foliage and everything like that?
The thing is what's really is going on in our county. We have 20 DOT workers right now doing 795 miles of road on the west end of the county. That's not enough manpower. People are not getting the benefits they used to get, so they're leaving for higher paying jobs. And we need to make sure that these employees get more revenue, so they can survive here. There's a lot of people that work in the county but can't afford to live here. So we need to look into getting them a raise, and getting more pay to them, because it would benefit us. We had, at one time, I think it was like 150 to 200 workers. And now we're down to like 20. It's been dwindling down for years.
Wow.
So I would like to bring that back, because when you're talking about cleaning ditches, cleaning the easements, paving the roads, fixing the potholes and all the stuff going, 20 men for 795 miles of road is not enough manpower. I just remember that plan is called the FAIR Plan, that state.
But it's not really that fair.
It's not fair at all. Not at all, especially when you're paying, I think it was over $3,000 a year for that plan. So it's not good.
Yeah. So what do you think makes you qualified to do this position?
Well, I ran my business for over 47 years, at my location.
And what was your business again?
It's George's Pit Stop is what it is. And it's an automotive repair, shop. But I had two places at one time, but now I had gas. And then when all the requirements and the regulations that came down the hill, they were forced all the mom and pop stations out. So now I'm just doing repair work and stuff, and doing smogs and things like that.
Oh, okay.
And I had a lot of employees at one time, a lot, but
So you have some business management experience,
right?
So
right.
what else?
Accounting.
Makes you qualified?
I majored in business administration at American River, and accounting and business is what I took after high school.
Okay.
But I owned my own business when I was 19 years old too. So
that's
tells you
impressive.
something. Yeah.
Now you've been pretty active just as a citizen as well, right?
Right. I have.
What are some of those things that you've done?
Well, one of the things we talk about Proposition H was passed by the citizens of El Dorado County, and what it was supposed to be, some of that money was supposed to go to the veterans. And after speaking at a board and talking about that, then they started giving money to the veterans, what should have happened in the first place.
Oh, so it wasn't originally happening?
No, it wasn't happening. That was on that ballot. On that ballot, it was money was supposed to go to the veterans, and it wasn't going to the veterans of this county.
Do you know why they weren't doing it? Was it just
a lot of that money was going to the film commission of what it was doing, which I found out.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting, huh? So another thing too is I talked about the Diamond Line plant and stuff, and I was on the solid waste. Well, let me tell you the whole story. Let me start over.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was on the solid waste advisory committee for the county, and we put a plan together that 23 counties adopted our plan and loved our plan that we put together. It's amazing, huh? Just a handful of people put this plan together.
Yeah. And what was the plan for?
It was a solid waste plan for our county is what it was. Then what was going on, we had a thing, some kids, parents came to me. Kids got burnt in Weber Creek, and they showed me some pictures and stuff of it. And so I started bringing it up at a solid waste advisory committee meeting, and it was in the minutes. Well, it was taken out of the minutes. And then I got kind of suspicious. Why? When I was bringing it up, and then they said they didn't have no file on the Diamond Line plant.
Oh, wow.
So I started doing my own research and stuff, and I did some testings of the groundwater around that area, and I pulled a pH level of 13.5.
And what's normal? Like 7 or something like that?
Well, yeah, about 7 or 8 is normal.
Okay.
And stuff. You start losing your skin at 12.
Okay.
That's how bad it is.
Wow.
And it's caustic is what it is. So I brought that to the attention and stuff, and everybody overlooked it for all the, quite a few years is what it was. But I did a 32-page report with an environmental engineer, helped me with it and stuff, and we turned it into the Board of Supervisors. And then they started acting on some of the stuff that was going on around there. But it was a bad thing. And when I got the state involved, because the county, basically downplayed a lot of it, but the state got involved, and now they're cleaning it up. But it's a good thing. It really is.
Yeah.
Because if they would have paved it over, you're talking about sinkholes, is what it was. And these sludge pits were over 50 feet deep. It's terrible, and the ground was very unstable there. So it's a good thing. But the problem was, it's not. Everybody was thinking that it was Waste Connections. I was something against Waste. I'm not against Waste Connections. This thing is doing the right thing, is what it is.
Yeah.
And the thing is Heller Foundation is the one that owned that plant, which is part of Gallo Winery. They're the ones that should be responsible for the cleanup on it. Instead of cleaning it up, they were declared as a Superfund site at one time.
What does that mean?
Superfund site is basically when the state of California picks in and kicks in the money and stuff to clean it up, is what they do.
Okay.
And I had it on my service station. You know what I mean? You paid 1 cent a gallon in it to went into this insurance plan.
Got it.
That everybody had at that time. But Heller Foundation should still be responsible for it. The cleanup right now, and they need to go back on it. When I'm a supervisor of El Dorado County, when elected, I will look into it and make sure that they pay these people that are suffering right now, like Waste Connections, and I think there's Larry Abel and a few of the people that own the property around there. They had no idea how bad it was at all.
Wow. So that still hasn't been made whole?
Well, right now they're cleaning it up. They removed a lot of the contamination and everything. They got 2 excavators stuck there, is what they did, and had to be pulled out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's getting cleaned up, and I think that's a great thing, is what it is, and that's what should be done. Because as a supervisor, you're also protecting the safety and welfare of the citizens of El Dorado County at the same time.
Yeah. So speaking of safety too, I know a lot of things on people's minds is, the COVID response right now.
Right.
And I mean, I think a lot of people here in El Dorado County feel like the state is way overreaching. But what, as a supervisor, of our county, what type of control does a supervisor have over those?
Well, the thing is I feel myself, I think it needs to open up the county. Some of these businesses are really struggling, is what it is. When you start a small business, like I have, you put your heart and soul into it. And it costs a lot of money to start a business up, And there's no guarantee that you're even going to make it. So it takes 2 years. It took me 2 years before I even drew a dime out of my business. 2 years. So this is what's going on with these people here. They're putting their heart and soul in these businesses, not being able to open up, you know what I mean? So they're losing revenue, and then we're also losing the tax base of El Dorado County. So we need to open it up. These businesses need to survive. They really do. And there's a lot of businesses that have already closed because of this crisis and stuff. And I think they need to look into it a little bit differently, is what they need to do.
Look into it differently. How?
Well, I think the facts, some of the facts just doesn't add up. Especially when you had, a lot of more people die of pneumonia than this virus. And not only that, there's more people that died of the H1N1 virus than this, and also the swine flu. So I understand.
Are you talking about in our county?
Well,
as a whole?
As a whole,
okay.
Is what it is. And I think that there's a lot of businesses that are really, really suffering. And I think if you're already following the guidelines on some of the stuff, they should open these businesses up, is what they should. They shouldn't penalize them, not at all.
So what can a supervisor do, as far as helping things open up or not?
Well, I think they need to look at the big picture and stuff like that. I know there is concerns and stuff, but you also got to support the small businesses, because they're the backbone of our county. And if they're not generating the revenue and stuff, why is Walmart, or why is Home Depot and some of these big businesses and stuff are open? Why can't the small businesses be able to open and survive?
Yeah. I mean, as a supervisor, what can a supervisor do to help those small businesses or help get them open?
Well, the thing is, they were talking about some of this money that could be set aside to help them. You know what I mean? There is plans and stuff out there to help them and stuff. And we got to make sure that they get the money from these different plans and be able to support these small businesses, especially during the shutdown.
Is there any other things that you've done as a citizen that you want to talk about?
Well, I talked about the No Sandstino project that was down there.
Oh,
Yeah, and that was a big project. A lot of homes were going to be built there, but we didn't have the infrastructure, the roads. to be
Remind
able
us
to-
what the Sandstino was.
It was a housing development is what it was. And I forget how many homes were going to go in there. I think it was 1,400 homes.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
was
quite
huge,
sure.
huge
It was
amount of
huge.
homes.
Yeah, exactly. But the roads are not even adequate. Frenchtown Road and French Creek Road are not adequate for that. But also it buttoned up against our cemetery too. And they're doing the same thing on Dixon Ranch is they want to remove the cemetery, because I was talking to the last heir. He told me that they wanted to take and move a lot of the graves and stuff out of there so they could develop it. Well, that's not right.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
So what part did you play in stopping that?
Well, I just spoke in front of the board, the supervisors, and my concerns and stuff were. Yeah.
Brought that up to them?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Now tell me, why do you want to be the District 2 supervisor? You know, what's your why for you?
The why is this is my fourth time running. I know some people brought it up, but I just care about the people and the citizens of this county, because you know, I've got deep roots. I'm not going to go anywhere. And people move here, you know, because they love the rural lifestyle, and I want to make sure we protect that too. But I want to take and fill these business parks, you know, with small manufacturing companies and stuff that are sitting, a lot of them are sitting empty right now, not full to the capacity and stuff. So I think we could do that. And then we could generate enough tax base to be able to support our county too by doing that, without hurting the rural lifestyle that we all love.
That's great. Oh, you know, let me ask you one more thing before we close out here. What's kind of your general philosophy for government?
Well, I think at times I think there's too much government in our lives, and that's how I look at it. Because with all the regulations and everything that comes down, I deal with that every day at my business and stuff. And every time we turn around, is one more thing, one more thing. You know, and the thing is we need to lower these fees and stuff to these small businesses that want to start up and stuff, so they can thrive. Because we're going to make it on the tax base, make it up on the tax base later on.
Yeah, if we got more business.
Right, exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. If someone wants to get involved in your campaign or learn more about you, where can they go?
Well, they can go on my website at turnboo.com. Our team Turnboo is what it is.
Okay.
And my phone number, you can call me at 530-363-4061. I would love to talk to you anytime.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add before we close?
You know, I just want to tell you right now, I just care about you. I care about the people of this county. I'm going to make sure that I do the right thing, and I'm going to listen to you, because I'm beholden to you as the citizens of El Dorado County. It's not about me. It's about you. And that's where it should be.
That's great. Thank you, George.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And this has been Liberty and EDC, and we're here with George Turnboo, who's running for District 2 here in El Dorado County, District 2 Supervisor. And you can catch us on Comcast Channel 7 up here, or also on YouTube at youtube.com/Foothill7TV, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hi, I'm Rick Rowe, owner of Placerville Polaris and Power Tools. I've owned and operated Placerville Polaris since 2007. If you'd like to experience the off-road, or if you have property in our community, come on in. Let's see what we can build for you. We are your one-stop shop for off-road fun. We do it all, from building your dream toy to decking out your razor. We are complete with a full shop, and we proudly service all our products, including our power tools. We carry only the best top quality brands, and we have everything you need for taking care of your property and maintaining your 100-foot defensible fire space. Building off-road vehicles is a passion of mine that I take very seriously. I like to be personally involved in building your dream toy from start to finish. Here at Placerville Polaris, we do a lot of testing for the manufacturers to ensure you get the proper accessories to fit your specific needs. One of my favorite parts is test driving to maximize satisfaction and quality. Come on in, let's see what we can build for you.